Hi, I'm Anne. I'm from Café Sutra, which is located in Hiranandani Meadows, Thane. So, Café Sutra was a very personal dream that was too good to be ignored. So, I'm basically a HR professional. So, coming from a HR professional in a corporate world, so I was deeply connected with people. So, their aspirations, their goals, their growth, their motivation. So, but somehow I felt that there was a gap somewhere where I was not able to connect to a certain extent. And how do you bridge that gap? It can't be done in meeting rooms or boardrooms. It has to be out of that four walls of a corporate where you come out, you talk to people, you understand what they want. So one fine day I wanted to be with someone, one of my employees. They were facing some challenges. So we were looking for a place which is calm, quiet, cozy, and it sets the tone. That every place sets a tone in itself. If you go to a pub, the tone is of maybe just chilling. If you go to a restaurant, it is more of food. So I wanted to set a tone where I was looking for a space that sets a tone where it's more of, you can actually have a heartfelt conversation that what is it that is bothering you or what is it that you want in life. So we were just going around and we were not able to find a place. Sadly, we were not able to find a place which was quiet, yet cozy, yet good food. So that is when we thought that me with my colleague, we were just randomly thinking that why don't we look for a place why don't we create that space? And yeah, I was done. I was into the corporate field for some time. So I wanted to take a break from corporate and try exploring something of my own. And cafe business is something that is totally different coming from a HR background, but different in terms of only the operations. But if you see otherwise, it is the same. Hospitality and HR is something that is almost same. Here you serve your customers, here you serve your stakeholders. So basically you're just managing stakeholders. So that is how Café Sutra, the idea of a cafe came into picture. And then we started searching for places and somehow I was lucky enough to find a place in Meadows. So I preferred a place in Meadows because I also prefer coming to Meadows because it's just walking distance. The vibe is good, people are good, the crowd is good. So I was looking for a place in Meadows and somehow I felt like the plate was all ready for me. So that's how I got this place. And coming to the name of Café Sutra, Sutra means a thread that binds you. So I wanted this place to be a binding place for different generations, for maybe Gen Z to millennials to the older generations, where you can find warmth, creativity, you can discuss, and it is a safe space. So that is how the Café Sutra came into being. And it was a very wild idea, to be honest. Like, I never imagined that maybe I'll start a cafe. Like, I thought maybe I'll go into the HR space, go into that area. But this was a very wild idea and I'll like, okay, fine, let's just risk it. So, no, luckily, I was looking for a place in Meadows itself and somehow I got a place in Meadows. So, I was quite lucky in that front. So honestly, I didn't have that much of struggle in looking for a place because my first preference was Meadows because I stay nearby. I have seen the footfall in Meadows. I have seen the crowd that comes. So for me personally also, I would prefer coming to Meadows. So I always my first preference was a place in Meadows. Then somehow so yes, in Meadows also I had one or two rejections. And after that I found this place and then it was somehow my stars got aligned and I was lucky. So the story behind was we had a lot of names which were not. So we wanted to create something fusion, not a very regular name of cafe, some XYZ, or a very fancy name or something. So Sutra is something, as I told, the name Sutra means binding of a thread. So how do we bind with our customers? How do we bind? So we don't cater just to a young generation, Gen Z or millennials. We cater to everyone. So if you see our customers, they are from all age groups, from all generations. We have regulars who are 60 plus, senior citizens, who are our regulars. And they started from the time we started. So we have from all different age groups. So that is how Sutra came into being. We wanted to cater to everyone. So if you have a very fancy name, it becomes ki acha theek hai, it is just a Gen Z or a millennial crowd that you're focusing on. So Sutra is something that has tradition. So it goes back to historic times as well. So we wanted to have that blend. So that is how Café Sutra came into. The name came into picture. So it was quite a transition, because I chose HR personally because I like interacting with people. I like being with people. So this was an extension. So I felt that this is again a customer focus. So the only difference is HR is more of into the corporate sector, and this is more into the hospitality sector. But the work, if you see, it is more or less similar. As in terms of customer interactions, in terms of understanding the needs of the customers. So it's just that here it's customers, there it's employees. So you're handling stakeholders basically. So that's how it was a easy transition for me, because I have handled a lot of things in HR, maybe events, management of other activities. So that was easy. But yeah, hospitality has its own challenges. So that was something that is totally new. So in terms of Mumbai, so I'm not from Mumbai. So I've moved from Delhi. So Mumbai has always been a city of dreams. So as you popularly say that Mumbai is a city of dreams, where your dreams come true. So Mumbai being very chaotic, everyone is busy. So coming from Mumbai to Thane is a bit more calmer in terms of Mumbai. So here I wanted to make a pit stop where people stop and say ki okay, the hustle is there outside the cafe, but this is a place where you can actually sit, you can actually relax, you can just take a deep breath. So for me to move from Delhi to Bombay, it was a huge transition, because everything was fast in Bombay. As compared to life in Delhi, it is still a bit calm, sorted. Here it was so fast that you never have time. So I wanted to create a space where people get that luxury of time, where you just sit, you relax, you chill, you want to work, you work. So that was the entire inspiration of starting the cafe, and to bring more things from Bombay into the menu. So I have masala chai bun maska, which is the classic combination of Bombay, and we have masala sandwich, the Bombay sandwich that you say. So that is something that we have incorporated. So bits and pieces of Bombay, Delhi. So Delhi has also come into picture. Maggie is something that is very famous in Delhi. Momos. So I have kept a fusion of things. And coming to the interiors, I wanted it to be very minimalistic, not very loud, but a place where you can actually sit. You don't have a lot of jing bang. And coming to the posters, it is more of a fusion vibe, that it's both aesthetic as well as a bit loud for the other people. So the interiors are also crafted very consciously with a personalized touch. If you see the lighting, it's a very warm lighting that we have, because you want to relax your mind. You're coming to the cafe to relax. So the tables, if you see the structure, it is very open. So there is no closed door system that this is a personal cozy space. Cozy space hai, but it is in the open. So that is something that the interiors that I focused in. The colors are very neutral. The colors are more inviting, a more soothing vibe that you have got. And the posters that I've kept, it is a mixture. So it is floral, it's abstract. If you see, there are plants around. So it is a combination of things that what personally also I like if I go to a cafe. So there is a lot of personalized touch that I've brought in. So coming to colors, if you see, we have earthy colors, brown, green. So all those are earthy colors that gives you a fresh vibe and which matches the environment where we are. Like Hiranandani Meadows, it is more lively and it is more floral. So that matches the environment as well. We were also, as I mentioned earlier, that we were ready to open, but then we didn't have the food license, so we were not able to open. So there were a lot of people. There was a customer who just walked in and he sat and he was like, "Haan, menu those." We were like, "Sorry, we are not open." Like, but you're all ready. You have. So I had my staff also on board. So me and my staff, we will every day do trials and experiments, and we will just. So I was maybe they just did a trial and I was having food. So they were like, "But ma'am, you're having food." So I like, no, this is just because we are doing trials. So we were not open for that time. So that person was very disappointed. He was like, "Acha, aisa hai kya? Okay, you're not open. Okay, I'll come back later." So that happened quite number of times because we were all ready. Like a month before, we were all ready, and because of the food license, we were stuck. So I used to open the shop every day still, so that we were able to see the crowd, we were able to experiment on our things, to understand what we need. How, as a customer, if I walk in, what is it that I would look for first? So a lot of things came up after that. Even though in the beginning I didn't have that vision, or we didn't think that maybe this mattered. But later on, once I started coming as a customer, or my friends or my family, so then a lot of things came into picture that, okay, I as a customer, I would want this, or I would expect this. So that 1 month was a learning phase, which was a tough learning phase that you're not able to open. But yeah, so that phase was good. So the main challenge was licensing. So food licensing, for someone who is not from a food industry, understanding the complications, understanding the technicalities, that became a mammoth task for me. So my food license was stuck for almost 2 months, which was a heavy baggage for me, because my cafe was ready, but I was not able to start the cafe because of the licensing. So then, since it is all online now, so you don't exactly know where to go. So even the people from whom that we had, so I had given it to an agent. So even they didn't know that whom to contact to actually understand why the delay. Is there something that you require in terms of documentation, or in terms of some other certifications that you require? So there is no clarity. So later on, then we started searching, and that is how I got to know the details of the FDO office in Thane. Then I visited the FDO person, and even government offices, being government offices, it was never quick. So every day, constantly. But luckily, the officer that I got, he was cooperative. So immediately he approved the license. So that was something that even I didn't know where to go. So that is a very big challenge in terms of starting a business, specifically a food business, because you can't start it without a license. You need a license to start it. So almost 2 months, I was in a constant struggle that I'm ready, but I'm not ready to open. So that was the biggest challenge. So mentally it was exhausting. Financially it is exhausting, because if you're starting something new, so it becomes very exhausting. So the menu is very customized. It is quite creative, and it includes a lot of creativity and curiosity. So from the places that we have traveled, so I have traveled, my friends have traveled, my family has traveled, we have got inputs from them on how the menu should be, what the menu can be. So the signature product that you say is our coffees. So we source coffee directly from a Chikmagaluru farm, and same goes with our tea. So tea is directly, tea leaves are directly sourced from Assam. So everything is very customized and personalized. So whatever is there in our menu has been curated very personally. So our signature dish is spinach and corn sandwich, which is totally different from what you get outside in the market in other cafes. So we have added a lot of fusion in it in terms of maybe the herbs, the amount of cheese that we put in, and how do we saute it to the perfect blend. So that is something that is a signature dish for us. So there are customers who come back to us just for spinach and corn. So spinach and corn is one of the dishes. And coming to beverages, we have a fusion beverage, that is coffee lemonade spark, which is a combination, which is a very fusion combination of an espresso shot with lemon and soda. So that creates a blend of, so you get the kick of caffeine and you get the refreshness of lemon. So that is something that is a bestseller for us. And as I mentioned earlier, coming to the Mumbai part, the standard nostalgic food of Bombay, that is bun maska with tea, that's a bestseller for us. Even in bun maska, we have varieties, that is of Nutella bun maska, jam bun maska, and the traditional bun maska. So that is on food. And our food, we have an extensive menu. We have crozos. We have made fusion with crozos. So the chocolate crozo that we serve, it is handmade. The chocolate is melted by us. It has been dipped to the perfect ratio with the perfect sweetness. Because chocolate crozos, if it is very sweet, it doesn't taste good. So it has to have a balance of both the taste of butter crozo as well as chocolate crozo. So that perfect blend we have got into it. And crozo sandwiches are something that we serve, which is quite different, which is a bit Indianized, a bit fusionized. So that is something which is there in our menu. And the menu goes on. We have an extensive menu list. So once you visit, you can actually explore our menu and have a taste of it. So the raw materials that we source, it is the quality of the raw materials that we source, it is of high quality, because what we want to serve our customers is something that we want to have ourselves when we as a customer would like to have. So we have given opportunities to home bakers, to small startups, from where we get our raw materials. So it is maybe bakery products or maybe our buns. So we have tied up with small entrepreneurs, and personally I prefer giving opportunities to women entrepreneurs, because being a woman entrepreneur myself, I would want them as well to grow. So the entire concept of growth, and coming from a HR background, the growth, letting others as well grow. So that is how that comes into the picture. So in terms of even my staff, so we have given them the opportunity of experimenting with dishes, not to go with the traditional line of dishes on how the dish has to be. So even they are growing along with us. So Café Sutra is growing with their vendors, their staff, and with the people around the community as well. So coming from corporate, from the industry that I'm coming from, so my career has always been into an engineering industry, even though I'm not an engineer or not coming from an engineering background. So engineering business has a challenge of females in the organization. So my profile was to incorporate more females into the business. So then that there were always stereotypes that acha female kar payegi, can they stretch, can they see family and ghar, their challenges are different, कि रात को आ पाएंगे, travel कर पाएंगे, नहीं कर पाएंगे, how do you do that? So there were a lot of limitations that were always attached with females. Those are basically stereotypes that even if we say that we are a very evolved society, but still there are challenges that female face in the corporate world. So coming to get out of that, I wanted to start something of my own, where whatever challenges are, so the challenges that you face in corporate and as a entrepreneur, they're not much different. Maybe the intensity would be a bit different, because in corporate you have someone else maybe doing something for you, but as an entrepreneur, everything you have to do from scratch. Maybe go right from maybe cleaning the floor up to serving customers, and I've done everything. So once you start that, so that is how the woman entrepreneurship came into me, that I want to do something of my own, where whatever I'm doing, I don't want that I want to break that shackles of कि females ये नहीं कर सकती. And getting into a hospitality industry, a cafe industry, there were challenges. People still used to think कि how would you stretch so much, आपका फैमिली लाइफ कैसे करोगे, आपका घर कैसे संभालोगे, बच्चा कैसे संभालोगे. यहाँ के इट इज़ मोर मेल डोमिनेंट industry. Hospitality, it's still a male dominant industry. So how would you manage that? How would you talk to vendors? Vendors are not in a very comfortable locations that they are situated. Vendors अंदर होगा जहाँ मतलब I had gone to vendors जहाँ चलने की जगह नहीं है, मतलब you have to get in, मतलब ऐसे कर चलना है. So those are not women friendly. Still they are not women friendly. So I wanted to break that कि being a woman I can do this. And cafe for women always the comfort profile was आप salons हो गया. That has been always attached to women कि हाँ ये woman कर सकती है. Cafes ये सब तो it was never a women business that was done. So going to government officials, even when I went to the government official, they were like, अच्छा मैम आपका है, मतलब are you the owner? And then एक stereotype रहता है कि अच्छा husband ने पैसा दिया होगा and आप अपना चला रहे हो. It is never कि अच्छा मुझे करना है. It is never कि अच्छा you have an aspiration of doing something. So still at times, sometimes when I talk to people, they're like, अच्छा okay, so you're from a well-off family, oh your husband is working, अच्छा, so it is a side business. It is not a side business. If a man does this, it never becomes a side business. It is like, अच्छा, you're going behind your passion, your aspirations. So I wanted to break that shackles, and that is why I was very sure that I wanted to have female staff in my cafe, because females have a knack of seeing details, of giving you that warmth. As a customer, when you come in, you would want to be asked कि अच्छा आपको क्या चाहिए, oh you want this, you want that. So that warmth, that personalized touch, so that is something that I wanted to create. And as a female myself, I want to give that warmth. Maybe the food that is served, it is 100% edible or safe for even a toddler. So it is not something कि अच्छा दे दिया. Nothing, whatever that I can eat is what my customers will eat. It is never that मैं नहीं खाऊंगी but my customers को खिला देते. It is never the case. So the quality of food is always top notch, and that is how maybe the quality that we are looking for in terms of our customer servicing, in terms of our food quality, everything is very personalized and very customized. So coming to female empowerment, so my idea to my future vision for Café Sutra is I want to expand it, not just in size but as a safe space for maybe females, for everyone. Even here in Café Sutra, I want to create a safe space for females. Females who are coming here, I don't want people to just roam around, comment on females. It has to be a space where you are comfortable, where you are acknowledged and you are given that comfort level that हाँ यहाँ बैठकर मैं अपना कुछ भी कर सकती हूँ. It should not be कि what would the other person see, वो क्या judge करेंगे. So females always have that thing कि people judge them for everything. Maybe the way they dress, what they drink, what they do, everything is judged. So I want to make it a safe space for females, for everyone, not just females, but for all people from all walks of life. This is a space, and as a franchisee model, my vision is to give the franchisees. I want to empower more females. So my preference would be to giving my franchisees to female entrepreneurs. So I will be giving them personalized attention in terms of how you can grow the business, how you can do the business, what are the challenges that as first timer I had faced, which we can actually avoid. Because since I have done from the designing part till the execution, operations, everything, so I know everything. So there were time frames where I didn't have staff and I had customers, so I was behind the counter serving customers. So I have done everything, so now I know what to do. It is not just a very staff centric कि अच्छा मैं यहाँ बैठी हूँ and I'm giving orders to my staff. It is something that even I learn, I tell my staff, why don't we try this? So something that what I want as a customer is what I want to serve to my customers. So I would sincerely thank Indian Hospitality Magazine for creating this awareness of the hospitality industry, where people have that notion that hospitality may be very boring and it is very monotonous. But honestly, hospitality is very fun. You have a lot of challenges, but then you have the freedom of creating something that you're passionate about and the way that you want. And hospitality is something that is more of that. Hospitality has always been in India and it has been incorporated with all of us. We treat our guest as Atiti Devo Bhava, and that is exactly what we want to promote more. And as a female entrepreneur, yes, I would encourage more female entrepreneurs to get into the hospitality industry and to break that glass ceiling in the hospitality industry that females are not able to manage the stress and the the timings that are very stretched, and all the barriers that you feel that are there in the hospitality industry, because hospitality industry is very welcoming, and once you get into it, you will start loving it.